of the village's code states, all public comment at special board meetings, special commission or special committee meetings must be germane to the items on that particular special meeting agenda. None of the items that you stated or cited actually deal with this vote of no confidence, but as stated, the board, I believe, is going to allow you to continue, but only if this is not going to result in a repeated comment from all the people in the room. It would be just for the sake of expediency. Will you be speaking for all the other folks here in the room that you are representing?
Yes, I speak for them.
Okay.
So we will allow you to continue. Go ahead and start the clock.
Since Mr. Thomas Tilton's appointment as Chief of Police on May 7, 2024, the Tinley Park Police Department has experienced a steady decline in morale, strategic direction, and overall vision. Perhaps most concerning is the growing damage to the department's public image and internal credibility. Mr. Tilton was initially hired as Deputy Chief in September 2021, despite lacking sufficient policing experience for the role. Following his promotion to Interim Chief in September 2023 and subsequent appointment as Chief, the department has experienced continued operational and structural issues despite repeated efforts by the members of the Tinley Park Police Department to cooperate with Chief Tilton. These attempts have been met with continued escalating issues. Chief Tilton's communication of essential information to both supervisory and patrol staff has been inconsistent under the leadership, leading at times to operational uncertainty and reduced efficiency. Under his leadership, the department has experienced lack of direction, disregard for staff concerns, and inadequate or absent policy decisions. In light of the continued difficulties, it is our view that the leadership transition may be required to restore stability and support the department's future success. Chief Tilton has failed to provide any short-term goals or long-term strategic vision for the Tinley Park Police Department. His leadership has been marked by a consistent lack of communication, engagement, and accountability. There has been a noticeable absence of regular consultation with supervisory staff, and key decisions are frequently deferred to the Tinley Park Village Hall. This approach has led to a lack of unified leadership, which in turn has contributed to the organization's strained, diminished morale across the department. Under the current leadership, the police department's reputation has experienced a noticeable decline, which appears to be impacting our ability to attract qualified applicants. Concerns regarding internal communications, leadership, consistency, and morale have become known within the broader law enforcement community, contributing to a perception that the department may lack stability and long-term support. As a result, we have seen a marked decrease in the number of skilled applicants, making it more difficult to recruit and retain personnel necessary to maintain fully operational capacity. This ongoing staffing shortage presents a potential risk to the department's ability to effectively serve and protect the community. The vote of no confidence reflects a collective and well-considered concern regarding the current direction of the department under existing leadership. Over time, patterns have emerged that suggest challenges in decision-making, communication, and timely acquisition of necessary resources. Leadership responses to critical issues have relied heavily on external guidance, which has raised concerns about the department's operational autonomy and internal cohesiveness. This step is being taken only after multiple good faith efforts to raise and resolve these matters through established channels provided unsuccessful. It is our belief that addressing these leadership challenges is essential for restoring a productive and supportive work environment. This vote is not driven by any personal agenda or ill will. Rather, it is a result of a series of ongoing concerns and observable patterns that have raised questions about the effectiveness of the department's current leadership. During this recent period, there have been growing concerns about the lack of consistent direction and accountability, which have coincided with a noticeable decline in the department's overall performance, morale, and external reputation. The following pages outline specific examples of documentation that illustrates the circumstances leading to the action of this decisive vote of no confidence. Therefore, the patrol officers of Tinley Park Police Department, in their capacity as members of the Metropolitan Alliance of Police, Chapter 192, is requesting the Village of Tinley Park Board of Trustees to take the appropriate action for further action. There are 63 items that are outlined in this vote of no confidence, and at this time I'd like to give it to Village Manager Pat Carr. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Shaw, or not Mr. Shaw, Mr. Carr, I believe you had something that you wanted to respond with?
Is there any other public comment?
Do we want to wait until the end? Would anybody else like to address the village board? Let's wait for the,
I'll make a comment.
wait, no, there was another individual that would like to address the board. Go. Just keep in mind that it should be germane to the village board meeting tonight.
Hello, everyone. On a lighter note, my name is Armando Alcazar. I'm the risk manager for Pete's Market. I want to make our presence known here. If you all didn't know, we're opening September 3rd. Things are on schedule. We're excited. And I'd be more than willing to field any inquiries regarding the grand opening or the item on the agenda. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here in Tinley Park.
Thank you.
Very excited.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
All right, Mr.
Yeah,
Carr?
I'd like to make a statement to address the latest comment on the vote of no confidence. It is unfortunate that a no confidence vote was done tonight based on the personal economics and not in the best interest of the residents. The village leadership team fully supports our police department and public safety personnel. The village actions speak for themselves on that front, ensuring the Tinley Park Police Department has always had the resources it needs to keep our community safe. Since 2019, the village has authorized 13 additional patrol officers, 5 additional command level positions, and is now at the highest staffing levels we've ever had. Any request for new technology or equipment, including a $1 million plus overhaul of the entire radio system, has always been approved and funded. To be clear, negotiations have been ongoing over the last 14 months. In March, the village offered the highest 4-year pay increase in the history of the department, an offer exceeding increases that surrounding communities have received. This offer was made in hopes of some compromise in other areas, but ultimately was declined by the union. While we are committed to finalizing a new contract as timely as possible, we are simultaneously working to address serious concerns about the department's internal operations and overtime practices. The village initiated an independent audit in early 2024 following growing concerns about the escalating cost of police overtime, which has exceeded $15 million over the past decade. To put this into perspective, last year the village spent almost $2 million in overtime, while Orland Park's overtime budget is only $500,000. The findings of that audit confirm patterns of overtime abuse that have placed a substantial burden on village resources and taxpayers. As a department average, our officers make more than $140,000 a year. The median household income in Tinley Park is about $103,000. For the last several years, the village has numerous patrol officers end up as the highest paid employees in the village, with one officer exceeding $260,000. Public safety is a top priority, and we are committed to ensuring that our police officers are well supported. However, we also have a duty to taxpayers to manage resources responsibly. The audit made clear that changes are needed to restore accountability and efficiency in the use of overtime. In addition to overtime issues, village leadership has conducted an internal review of department structure this past year, citing a noticeable breakdown in frontline leadership resulting in major internal investigation. These issues have contributed to a lack of cohesion within the department and hindered effective management. Every effort to manage within our rights of the contract has been met with grievances, 15 for the past duration of the contract, which has contributed to the impasse and why the village believes it's necessary to work through these matters. While the village maintains a healthy financial position, future financial planning demands we carefully review allocation of resources we have. It is not financially sustainable to continue down the path we are headed if we want to keep our property taxes at a minimum to ensure a thriving community. It is unfortunate the union is attempting to resolve this publicly instead of meeting halfway at the bargaining table. These expressions of frustration are heard. We share in this sentiment. Negotiations always stir up emotions, but it is important to look past them to resolve the underlying issues. The village remains committed to resolving the contract impasse in a manner that supports the dedicated men and women of the Tinley Park Police Department while restoring fiscal and operational integrity.
Thank you, Village Manager Carr.
Well said.
Well said, well said.
Mayor Pro Tem, I know we're past staff.
Yeah, we are past. If you want to say a few words, we'll allow it, but
I'm not going to speak to any of the content of any of that. I just want to say for my part, this is the second stunt that we've seen in recent times. And in both of them, things were said and then people left the room. It's unfortunate that the well-thought-out and spoken comments that Pat Carr just made fell on deaf ears, at least in the moment.
thank you, Trustee Shaw.
Thank you.